Shame on you, Good Morning America. How can you do an investigative report about dog grooming and not even speak with a dog groomer? I understand that licensing for dog grooming has been going on for a long time, and I do agree with it. And there are certain standards that need to be met in every environment. However, and I feel terrible for the two women that dogs were injured on your show this morning. I know that there are cases of neglect across the country in different areas, but not everyone in this industry should be judged off of a few things. It's like judging every teacher, every prison, every child care facility for the few bad ones that are out there. Please understand that most groomers are trained. We go to school, we go to seminars, we learn safety and animal CPR. We try to have a good reputation and friendship with local veterinarians so that we can learn about the things that are going on to keep your pet safe. And PETA, the list of things that you have for owners to look for is ridiculous. You need to understand that we are all in this industry because we love animals. Our average income is between $25,000 to $30,000 a year. And every day we come to work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours to get peed on, pooped on, bit, scratched, and we're not going to even get into anal glands. So we do this job because we love animals, not because we want to abuse them. Sometimes we sound a little stern. It's not because we hate your dog, it's because we have to. Pet parents, you have to take some responsibility for your animals. I understand they're like our children, but they're still our dogs, and they need to be trained, just like our children. So when you see us and we have your dog in a hold, or it looks like it's something uncomfortable for them, keep in mind that we're trained to hold these animals certain ways so they don't get hurt, so we don't get hurt. They might yelp, they might cry, they might whine. We're not hurting them. It's no different than the nurse holding down your screaming toddler to get his shots. They just don't want it to happen. Sometimes it has to. Please trust us. Any good groomer has personal liability insurance. We don't want accidents to happen, but sometimes they do. It's like grooming Doug from Up, without the collar where he can tell you what's going on. So for an hour and a half of our day, any little noise, any little movement, you have a dog on your table going, squirrel. We're not always prepared for that movement. We try to be, but you're not. And I'm sorry for that. None of us want to hurt your dog. But there are some things that you can do to avoid this injury and any kind of injury in a shop. Number one, visit your grooming shop before you get there. Talk to your groomers. See if they have an open environment. See if you can tell what's going on and get a feel for where you're going. You don't take your child to any given daycare and just leave them there. You talk to people. You interview people. Do the same thing for your groomer. Number two, take some responsibility at home. You can't bring us a dog once a year and expect them to understand what's going on. They're scared. They're confused. When you bring home that fluffy puppy, know that every 6 to 8 weeks, this dog is going to need to be groomed. And in between that, you're going to have to brush them at home. Because if at home you can't brush them, you can't touch them, you can't play with their feet, we're not going to be able to do it either. And then you're just upset with us, or the dog gets injured. So in order to reduce that risk of injury, do these things at home. Work with your groomer. Talk to them. We're here to help you. We will show you ways to work with them. All you have to do is ask. Just don't blame.